Alright, I'm about to do a simple anatomy tutorial, or at least a male anatomy structure. Now obviously to get really good at drawing anatomy, you need to actually study the human body, but if you want a simple, I guess basic, quick form in learning anatomy, some will say that there is no quick form. I kind of disagree with that. But once again, using simple shapes like I have been doing the past couple tutorials, I'm going to show you how to make, or show you how to draw form or whatever of the human body. And it's a lot of parts to it, but it's not that difficult once you get the hang of it. Alright, to start off with, I'm just going to draw almost like an oval, and then zoom in so we can see what we're doing. Underneath, I'm going to draw, see the neck area, so almost like a cylinder, or underneath the head I should say, for the neck. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to create two triangles, almost for the traps. So one there on each side. And I'm not even going to try and name this figure because I'm not sure how many sides it's going to have. But something along these lines for the chest area. And I know that's not completely even, but you'll get the basic idea. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, so in a pentagon. I hope these are right. I stayed drawing these shapes and not knowing what the hell the actual names of them are. That's not good for somebody who took geometry as many times as he did in school, but in any event. Alright, next, for this part I'm actually gonna okay, just making sure I can get that down with the tablet. Okay. For this part, we're going to try and get into the center of his body. Now I know that's not a simple shape, at least not the ones that I usually talk about, but you'll be able to piece that together pretty simply. It's not that complicated. What we're trying to get now is the detail on the center of the actual body. So then from there, once again, this is perfect. Okay. Alright, from there, start getting into the lower body. For this part, almost like for the crotch area, the easy way to figure this out for both males and females is just envision drawing underwear on them. You'll get the basic gist of the shape here. I know I keep erasing a lot too, just because I keep saying I don't need this to be perfect, but I keep seeing a mistake and wanting to fix it. Alright. We need two more almost oval-like shapes down here for the legs. Pretty decent length on them. These in some. Those legs aren't the same size, but we'll dismiss that right now as well. Like I said, when you draw your anatomy or when you practice your drawings, your shape is going to be whatever you want it to be. So if it's slightly off in the beginning, it's alright. Okay, and this area right here is basically the knees. Come down here to the calf muscle. I just made a mistake and I'll explain why. Before I even get into that, I'm going to try to make an arrow almost coming downward like this. The reason for that is your knees and ankles should almost always line up. Otherwise it's going to look like your leg's broken. So, and that's another issue that we'll come across once I draw the arms, but and now we'll work with this. And like I said, these are not even, but we'll do. And come inside a bit for the basis of the feet. Do the same thing on the other side. And that's what I get for being ahead of myself. Let's try this again. Alright, and work on the arms. I'm going to start off with the circle here. Circle on the other end. This is not the same size. I kind of want these to be somewhat close. Okay. And almost look at a little connection right here. These really aren't even because there should be more of that on this side, but actually for the purposes of this, we'll actually leave it off. Because we're just trying to get simple ideas here, the simple shape of the human body. So almost like half ovals or whatever. Elbows a tad bit bigger than that. Save this just because I simply haven't been. Okay. Come back in. And I know I'm doing a lot of these tutorials on the computer too. You can still do this with pencil and paper if you practice drawing, so it's not a major issue. Come back in again for the elbow, or at least the forearm, the elbow. What the hell am I talking about? Now, by no means is this perfect. Typically speaking, this torso should be a tad bit shorter, just slightly. Or this lower body should be stretched down some. So this is just giving you a basic gist of anatomy here. Just what the actual shapes would be like if you're not trying to get all the muscle mass and all the detail in. And once again, as I showed you with the knees and the ankles, the elbows and the wrists should also line up. So to just give you a basic outline of basic shapes of the human body, there you are. And it's only been a few minutes, and we already have a male body drawn out. And that's all there is to it. You can go ahead and try to do some of these yourself, or try to get your own anatomy structures down if you're having troubles with it, just to practice if you're having certain muscle structures and any issues like that, just to give yourself a general idea of how to shape some of your drawings, to shape some of the characters that you draw. So if you found this helpful, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and have a good one.